And we are live.
Woo!
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We are here.
Hope you're doing well.
We a lot of shit has gone down since our last podcast.
Yes, we have a lot of reveals, a lot of trailers. It's funny because I've seen a movie, but Jordan's seen a trailer that I haven't seen. It's just like I
What
haven't
trailer have
watched
you
the
not seen yet?
Aquaman. We haven't got around to watch that.
Oh, you haven't?
No. But
Damn.
I obviously seen the poster, and wow, the little image of him in his orange suit.
Oh,
So
yeah. It's pretty cool reveal.
that's that. I love it.
Yeah.
I do honestly love it because they said, you know what, we're gonna actually have color in this.
We're actually gonna have color.
You like color there, boy?
Boy. Yeah, some people are the Flash Brady. You're my favorite YouTubers. Love you guys. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Let's start off with something we both have seen,
Okay.
which is I hope you guys have seen it. The Daredevil season 3 trailer. Did you see it yet?
No.
Damn.
Okay, but I saw the Titans.
Okay. So let's start. Let's do Titans. Okay. So
yes.
First of all, I think the international Netflix trailer.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
That is a way better trailer.
Yeah.
And there was official confirmation from the actress herself. I mean, they're all getting costumes, but she's getting an outfit, like a comic book accurate outfit. And she says it's taking its time. This is an origin story of the characters.
Yeah.
I mean, not Robin, but we are leading to you gotta like people are like all the trailers should show the same outfits for all the characters. I'm like, it's like within the first 2 or 3 episodes they're showing footage. They're not showing you like Doom Patrol episode 5 footage. We haven't seen.
Right.
We haven't. Trust me. They're like Arrow season 7. They're not going to drop a trailer showing like the first 7 or 8 episodes. No, it's like the first 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
But what did you think about the Titans trailer?
Oh man, I thought it was incredible, and the fact that we finally get a shadowy glimpse of Bruce Wayne.
Oh, I loved it so much. I was like, oh, this is so good.
And I do love how, they're not going to be, it is a TV show, but I honestly do think for what they have done, Beast Boy does look decent in his animal forms.
His CG,
yeah.
I thought it was funny that the criticism was, is he going to transform? And then we see him transform. Now the criticism now is he going to transform to anything but a tiger? I'm like, so it's like once he transforms like a bird. Okay, it's going to be a third animal. It's like the continuous.
Right. Never ends.
Yeah, and they kind of just kind of dealt with the blows because there was obviously interviews at New York Comic Con with the cast. And there were some questions about that first trailer. And they said, look, we are going for a darker show. And, that's a part of the tone. It's not the entirety.
Right.
Like the first 2 episodes are screened. And people said that it has a huge variety of tone. And for the most part, I've heard positive responses from those episodes.
Right.
I've
seen those.
Yeah. And then the fact is they're getting a season 2. Officially confirmed.
Yeah.
People, and then the people that are already against the show, like, why? Because they have faith in the show. They're going to, but that guarantees one thing: if season 1 is building the team, like putting them together, season 2 is going to be them actually being a team, and they're actually in their outfits, and there's and then they teased Deathstroke. For Titans.
That's right.
The Judas contract. But yeah, I mean, a lot of cool stuff in New York Comic Con. They've had the Daredevil. They've had Hellboy had a trailer today, but they didn't release it online.
Gotcha.
What else? Oh, our surprisingly one of our favorite shows of like this past year, freaking Runaways.
Oh my god, yes.
Season 2. I didn't watch that little. I saw you guys react to the little 50s. I didn't see it. Is it good?
Yes, yes, it is. It sets it doesn't answer any questions, but it gives you just enough to be like, wait, what? How is that gonna? Oh,
I think it's interesting how they're still continuing with the parents as being kind of, around, because like that was the focus of season one. Usually with a show, they kind of go to another villain, but it
right.
seems like the parents are still going to be the focus of season two. I don't know, but I'm liking what I'm hearing, and apparently they premiered the first episode of season two. So yeah, I know it's yawn. Yeah, crap.
Whatever.
That show should just not be as good as it is, because all it is 95% talking.
And every time I watch Cloak and Dagger, the last 3 to 4 episodes really turned it up. But when I watch Cloak and Dagger, I'm like, this is, this is Runaways-esque. Like, this should not be as good as it is, but I bring up our conversations about it all the time, because like we sit there and say, how is this keeping my attention? That's just credit to the writing about how this is so good. But I that's the thing about the teaser. It opens up more possibilities, that it can deliver on the drama and keep us that involved, and then it's going to bring in them actually using their powers and being able to step up to the plate, So
yeah, because it's kind of like what they're doing with the Titan show. It's an origin story of these group of friends really starting to become a team and actually finding out the truth about, their family and this cult they're a part of, basically, and the church is a cult, which I'm like, typical jab at religion. But I liked it. And then I love how they teased it. It's in the comics too, but I think they're going to change it for the actual show. They teased that one of them is a betrayer.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay. Wouldn't it be funny if it was the dinosaur, the tweet that texted back?
It's always been the dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Let's see. We got a bunch of shit. Have you guys checking out the Sabrina trailers?
Oh my God. I want to see that so badly. We have been really bad on trailers, just because I got the new job and I've just been super busy, and she got a new job and trying to figure out our schedule, and I'm trying to get this boy to not be eating shoes.
The fact that I found that Mr. Barker dog Halloween outfit was so good. I'm like, that's perfect.
Oh, I love it. I was like,
Dr.
Barker.
It was like they knew
exactly
that this needed to be made for a Barker out there.
Come on. You donkey. But yes, exactly.
But yeah, the newest trailer they dropped this week for Sabrina looked phenomenal. Like, I'm not really familiar with the comics. I kind of know the 90s live action comedic show, but they're like, this is like crazy.
I noticed how like fucking Ross Lynch, the guy from fucking that Disney Channel show.
Yeah.
Austin and Allie, he's like the boyfriend or something.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, and they got the girl who was the daughter of Don Draper in Mad Men as Sabrina. Because because she grew up with the show Mad Men. I'm like, okay, so she's grown up. Like, is this all she's going to be known for? Because unfortunately, with a lot of people these days, like, you're known for one role. And I thought, is she only going to be really known for that? And now she has Sabrina, and they're filming 2 seasons. The first one comes out in a couple of weeks, and they're filming season 2 right now for next year. So it's like, this might be the role she's actually known for, is playing Sabrina, playing a more accurate version of the character. So, but yeah, I'm excited for that.
Definitely something I'm looking forward to, especially with how much I love that Riverdale.
Oh, yeah, because someone asked about, like, I guess there was a review came out that said that there was a comparison of Riverdale's tone to like Titans, and someone said, "Do you think that's a good comparison?" I'm like, well, Riverdale's a great show, so yeah, I would say that's a pretty good comparison if it's like aesthetically looking like that.
Yeah.
But then we hear that The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, that series, C.S. Lewis, Netflix has acquired. They're going to make movies, TV shows, and they're doing a live-action Avatar. It's like Netflix is basically creating everything possible that they can get their hands on, because Disney streaming service is coming with a live-action Star Wars show, The Mandalorian. Did you see that picture, by the way?
Yes. Oh my
Holy
god.
shit! And then they have the Marvel shows, possibly Loki and a Scarlet Witch and more. And then it's like you have Disney like original films. They're gonna put the Lady and the Tramp live-action remake on there, exclusive.
Wow.
So it's like Netflix is like, okay, we're getting a little worried. Disney's
What?
acquiring Fox, and they're doing all this other stuff, and they're gonna drop their service. Oh my god, this might kill us. But okay, that shot of oh my god, the Star Wars, that was so cool. They're doing basically a Boba Fett, Jango Fett-ish show with the new Mandalorian. I'm like, okay, I'm digging it. And the talent they're getting too. They're getting freaking Taika Waititi, who directed Thor Ragnarok, to direct an episode.
What?
Yeah,
that's gonna be perfect. That's his.
Yep, that's his wheelhouse. I mean, he did Thor. Like, I think this is Disney's way of testing and seeing what directors are good with the show, because they're putting a huge budget into the show. If they can successfully pull out great episodes of the show, hey, you want a Star Wars film? Yes, please.
You know,
that's what I'm thinking. It's a good way to test. And Dave Filoni, who did the Clone Wars, who did Rebels, he's directing I think the pilot of this show. So he's finally getting his hands in live action.
And live out of that,
yeah.
The care that he took with that series, at least the Clone Wars.
And they're bringing it back for another season on the Disney service.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
No, it's like
that
teaser at the end where they showed Ahsoka hologram form say, "Hello, Master." I'm like, oh, hello. I thought you two were done seeing each other before you became Vader.
Exactly.
I was wrong.
We got like one more mission.
I really hope that when they do these episodes, it gets so well received. They're like, okay, is there a way to do more? Like, is there a way to do something else with this? Like, I hope so. You know?
It's gotta be just a couple more things stories that they can show us about.
They can squeeze out, you know?
There's so much time in between.
Yeah, because, I mean, think about Order 66. They execute that order, and we see all the different Jedi who are in different planets. How about you do some situations where they call it the Clone Wars, but then just kind of do stories, what they were doing leading up to Order 66, and kind of explain what the different Jedi are doing, because a lot of them were spread out.
Oh yeah,
they were not at the temple when it went down. So it's like, you know. And
we only got like 3 shots of other Jedi on different planets being like betrayed.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to all the other Jedi? And they could even show like Kanan, escaping from that all.
That'd be a great little cameo to show Kanan, and it's somebody else. Kanan, he's like, go, and you're like, oh, that's Kanan, and then he runs off screen, and you're like, wait a minute, that's the same. Wait,
the beginning. It's like
you just tied it in. What? God. So, what was your thoughts when you first saw that Marvel might be doing a Loki Scarlet Witch show for the street? Like, we already have the Marvel Netflix. You're gonna throw us a Scarlet Witch in a Loki show?
What really I was thinking about was very like when all the Netflix shows were coming out, they were talking about possibly doing a Hawkeye Netflix show. And I remember I was like, wow, that's perfect. That is the ultimate way to bridge the gap between TV and movies is Hawkeye, this guy that, he's in the Avengers, but, he's not everybody's real favorite. But you give him a TV show and then you give him the ability to be able to cross over. It's perfect. And so then all of a sudden out of nowhere, they give us Loki and Scarlet Witch. I'm like, this is it. They get other characters that they can make shows out of. And this is the way they are going to be able to cross over these characters from TV to movie. Because you can do so many things with a TV show. And you give us somebody else, and then you're able to have maybe a Daredevil in there,
That'd be crazy. I'm just wondering if these storylines are going to take place post Avengers 4 or before Infinity War. Like, is it going to be a situation where the Loki show is taking place in between Thor: The Dark World and Ragnarok? Is it going to be to where the Scarlet Witch show is taking place after the events of Civil War, before Infinity War? Like, you know,
there's a lot of missions to tell for Scarlet Witch in between that time, and there's a lot of time that was between Thor and then Thor: The Dark World, or Thor: The Dark World and Thor: Ragnarok. There was so much time, and so many stories you get to tell from Loki's perspective that could explore the universe even more so than we already have with Guardians and Thor: Ragnarok. So there's so many things you can do with his story, and then having Tom Hiddleston, that's incredible.
Yeah, they're actually getting him.
That boy, he's a bad boy.
Oh,
that boy
took that thing down.
What thing?
That coat rack.
Peter Benjamin Barker.
That boy.
Wait, his middle name is Benjamin?
Yes.
That's cool. That is cool.
Peter Benjamin Barker. Yes, he probably does need to go out there if he could. Yes.
That was good. Peter Benjamin. Yeah. Okay, so
he gave me a nice little scratchy screw on.
Speaking of your tattoo, which I have a picture of, I said I have a picture of it too from last meeting.
Yes.
You saw Venom.
Yes.
The film has been getting destroyed by
100%.
critics. And it seems like, because I was looking online through Instagram and Twitter, it seems the film is dividing a lot of people. You, as an avid, huge Venom fan who's been waiting for this movie, what did you think?
Okay, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was my birthday. I saw it on my birthday that night. I see it being, the tomato meter reveal 30 or like 29%, and then all the things I'd heard, and the fact that it was like, oh, if it does good, Sony's probably going to try and do, whatever they're going to throw shit at the wall. That's what they're going to do if this does well.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do. But so I had this like weird in between. I'm like, if this does good, that means less MCU, like connection to the MCU. But if this does good, I'm gonna have a great movie to watch. I'm gonna love the shit out of it. But fucking maybe it's gonna be like, if it does good, if Venom does good, that means less connection to MCU. If it does bad, that means, hey, maybe we should connect the shit to the MCU. So it was two-sided coin. But basically, I went in there and I was talking, oh, the critics are destroying it because people were asking me what I was doing, and they're like, why are you listening to the critics? I'm like, you know what? You're right. I was getting down because my favorite fucking Marvel character was getting shit on in the fucking critics. And I went in there and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have an open mind. And it really did exceed my expectations. I really liked it. So for me, there was one flaw that like stood out to me, and that was, it's not a spoiler, but the connection that the symbiote and Eddie had. Okay, it was a really good connection. There was a lot of like good moments with them, like heartfelt moments, funny moments. But the thing is missing is, here's the one thing that I'll say about it. This pairing would not go after Spider-Man. That's the thing. They wouldn't fight Spider-Man.
Okay, so if they were to connect this version of Venom to the MCU hypothetically down the road, unless something major happens.
Yeah, some shit has to happen.
Yeah, there's no way that Venom would just go for Spider-Man.
In this whole movie, he goes through a lot of the same beats that he does in the comics as well as Spider-Man 3. He loses his fucking job, he loses his apartment, blah, 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 blah. And that anger is aimed towards Spider-Man, but obviously he's not there. So seeing all this, I don't even know if Spider-Man causes. I don't know if this version of Eddie Brock would go after him. That's the thing. That was my only complaint. Like, if you're gonna make a Spider-Man movie like this, if you're gonna make sorry, what's Spider-Man movie? If you're gonna make a Venom movie, he has so many different beats to him. He is so complex. So they took basically a Venom that was already established. I feel like so in the comics, this is his Lethal Protector time. He's just straight up. 1 second. He's this guy already. You know, he's already that guy that's teaming up with this dude.
Yeah, because they had to, because we knew Spider-Man was not going to be in it. People kept saying, "What if he's secretly like?" No, it's not going to happen. But it's like they had to obviously now the origin they set up with the symbiote, changing it obviously from Spider-Man connecting and how they did in Spider-Man 3. Well, in the comics, it's better represented, but is it handled well? The fact that we don't have a huge factor, which is Spider-Man's not in it. Like, is it handled to set up that?
Yes.
You know,
it does the connection and the bonding well. It really does do that. That's the strength of the movie. I just see in my like what could happen later on. That's just what I was reading from it. Is that this character is already an evolved version that he would like of him in the comics. Like this, he's already at this state of mind, which tells me that they had to do that because no Spider-Man, and they had to create a different version that wasn't based on a huge part of his origin. So I think they interpreted it well for what they had, honestly. And that's that being my only flaw, because when Venom is on screen, I am entranced because he looks incredible, he sounds incredible. The CGI is really done well, and he's ferocious. I bought into it. It got me hook, line, and sinker. So, and this is the funny part. I saw it with some friends. They said they actually all really enjoyed it. They knew that I did have a bias, but I left it at the door. And then they had actual I had a full on discussion in the car. Later on, we get home and Venom has gone to 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm like, oh, 1%. They went up 100%. But basically, we went and we looked at the audience score is 88% versus the 30 critic score, and we are at the time of us looking at it. And what's crazy to me is the phenomenal difference between the critics' actual written word and the audience's written word. We went through their ratings of the critics, and it just wasn't in depth at all. It's like you call yourself a critic, but this is just one of them was just like, of Marvel movies, 1 being really boring and 10 being like Infinity War. This was a 3.5. It's like, that doesn't tell us anything about what you thought. It just literally is a ranking. That's all you're telling us. That's not a review. That's just, if this is this and this is this, this is what it is. We go to the audience. Sorry, what?
I'm looking at the score right now. 31% on the critic side, 89% on the audience score.
Wow, they both went up 1%.
An average rating of the audience is 4.3 out of 5, and the average rating for critics is 4.5 out of 10. So it seems like this is a situation where the audience and the critics are divided, or at least they're like complete opposites, to where, because I think the thing is, though, is that there are some critics who clearly, like reading their little synopsis of their review or whatever, it's clear that they were like frustrated it's not connected to the MCU. There's no Spider-Man connection, and the fact that it's Sony doing it.
Right.
But for me, it's like, look, if you're going to review something, you need to compare it based off its own thing. You can't compare it to, well, if it was in the MCU. Some people online said that if it was connected to the MCU, if this film exactly as it is was in the MCU, it'd get 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's not true.
No.
So, I don't know. I do want to see it, but for me, it's like, just seeing everybody so divided, it scares me because like I love this character, and the fact there's no Spider-Man connection has me worried. But it's like if they can pull this thing off and I actually enjoy the film, because it looks like it's tracking to make 70 to 80 million opening weekend here.
Yeah.
So the film might end up making money enough to where they make a sequel. Sony's still planning on doing that Morbius film with Jared Leto.
Yeah.
And apparently someone tweeted out saying, hopefully next week, and it's a gif of Spider-Man animated fighting Kraven the Hunter. I'm not sure what that's teasing.
Oh, man.
But that may be teasing Kraven the Hunter film that we heard about at one point. But Sony needs to like, yes, you enjoyed it, and other people are obviously enjoying it. But it's like if it doesn't make the money, you know, this universe might not launch. But I think I'll still go see it.
And then but that's the thing, though. I might be okay with that. Like, hey, just send Tom Hardy over. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Just send him over. You know,
it's fine. But
he's definitely better than Topher Grace. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't. I rewatched that film for the commentary for Patreon last month.
That's right.
I just couldn't. Topher Grace. It's not good casting. It's bad. And it's not because of his voice. It's not because of how tall he is. It's just the actor. I don't believe that this guy is going to be Venom.
Yeah.
Like he plays the good kid, the good boy on that 70s show. That's who he was. Right. He wasn't this like hard ass that you believe to be Eddie Brock.
Mm-hmm.
So, no.
Yeah.
Now there was comedic moments in this movie. Correct?
There was, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just feel like for me, it's like Eddie Brock in the comics from what I remember, what I've read when I grew up reading. Eddie Brock wasn't really a comedian. He was more of like the villain and evil.
Absolutely.
But I mean, for a movie's sake, you can't, like, the character cannot be one note.
Yeah, he just can't just be a fucking evil dude. Okay, so it's pretty interesting because I would say that I do have significant knowledge on Venom and his evolution through the years.
Yeah.
So I actually had really good conversations with my friends, and they're like, "Why do you even like this character?" And I was just like, "Because of his complexity," and because it was like, my friends were like, "Is he a bad guy, or is he like what is he? Is he an anti-hero? Is he?" But I was like, "But he's not like Deadpool. He's not.
He's kind of all over the place.
He is, and that's what I love about him." But basically, I was telling him, it's like, yeah, there's this famous strip where it's him and Spider-Man fighting, and then like their fight causes like a baby to like come out of like a car, and he grabs it and he's like, "Parents, you're so fucking don't be like fucking so careless with your children." And then he jumps off to go kill a man, like try to kill Spider-Man. It's like that's the greatest thing about him is that 1 second he's fucking tearing off people's fucking heads and eating them, and then another second he's saving some innocent children from like being hurt. Like he is all over the place. And it's not that he's a straight up like, it's not quips. It's Venom is saying this, and Eddie's like, Jesus Christ, we can't do that. Stop that. Yeah. It's that kind of dynamic, which is awesome. And it's just that Tom Hardy just gives this it is a quirky performance, but that's who he is after he's gone through his phase of listening to the symbiote and only like saying, we have to defeat Spider-Man. That's our only mission. We have, because
the symbiote was attached to him, and then he was pulled apart.
Yes, obviously
from Peter. Billy just messaged me saying I look mighty sexy. Thanks, Billy. Thanks, Billy. Thanks. Oh, speaking of a dark character, I want to bring this up because I read this morning and I was freaking out. So you played the Batman Arkham games, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a leak of a supposed next Batman game from Rocksteady.
Not next Batman game. Oh shit.
They're saying supposedly this thing's going to be announced soon. It's going to come out next year. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
they're saying Court of Owls is the main villain. The map is going to be 1.5 times bigger than Arkham Knight's map, which was already big. There's going to be random crime, stuff like that. It kind of reminds me of what Marvel Spider-Man did with random crime, stuff like that going on.
Yeah.
But that makes sense in a Batman game. The Batcave is supposedly a main hub, and you can switch between different characters for different missions. Batman, I think. Let me actually read the article.
Peter's fun.
I know. Let's see here.
That's fucking amazing.
That's
the dream.
It's my dream because there's a certain character they do. There's a certain character they do announce in here. Okay, so it says single player, co-op, multiplayer specific.
What?
Yep, single player, co-op, and multiplayer specific modes. Characters including the entire Bat family: Batman, Robin, Tim Drake, Nightwing, Batgirl, Batwoman, Catwoman, and Red Hood.
Oh.
Districts and neighborhoods have gone through a complete overhaul. Gotham is now a living, breathing city. There are random crimes such as car chases, bank robberies, muggings, and so forth. So kind of like Spider-Man game. Story takes inspiration from the different Court of Owls storyline. Every character is available in free roam. Batman has a redesigned Batmobile transport only, and the other characters other characters have their cycles.
Nice.
Batcave serves as the main hub for upgrades, character swaps, new missions, and game modes. Gameplay is similar to past Arkham games, but there are new options for co-op, dual takedowns, and combat stealth. Parkour has been expanded. Characters move a lot quicker and more fluid.
Oh,
okay.
There's different.
New enemy types. Game takes place in the Arkhamverse. This is supposed to be Rocksteady's true last hurrah of Batman games, if this is true. This person released a bunch of information. I mean, this also came out around the time when people thought that Harry Potter RPG leak. Did you see that? Harry Potter RPG game leak footage that came out, and supposedly you can create your own Harry Potter character. You can pick what house you get into, and you can do... Yeah, people thought it was Rocksteady, but this person's saying it's another company and that this is what they're doing. Okay.
I think you've seen us play it, but fucking okay. So there's Ghost Recon Wildlands, right? And it's a game where it's a free roam and all that shit, and you can plan out your fucking like takedowns. Like you have to go to a base, and you have all your buddy. You can have up to three people playing with you, and you can like set up like fucking like, okay, I'm gonna snipe this dude, and you're gonna do this, la. If you could fucking have like, all right, fucking. I'm fucking Batman, bro, and I'm gonna come in from the ceiling.
So I'm gonna play Batgirl because that's what I gotta go with.
Yes.
But you're gonna play Red Hood, or you can pick whoever. We're gonna have Billy, the Kid Lawrence, play someone else, and we're gonna have John play someone else. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna get the fucking Joker. We're gonna kick his ass. All four of us gonna kick his ass. That'd be awesome.
That is the dream right there. That is
the dream.
It's like, all right, I'm gonna
hold on. I gotta turn the light on.
Gotcha.
Boom. My light went out. My natural lighting went out.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep. Love you, honey. Were you sleeping over there? Sorry, but people can't see me. They gotta see my pretty face, honey.
Yeah, people can't see me, boy. Come here. Come here, John. Come on.
Pizza Baca.
Yes, this boy over here. But yeah, dude, Nightwing, 100%.
Oh yeah.
But oh my god.
Well, I mean, we're supposed to get Nightwing at the end of Titans.
Yes.
Supposedly.
Yeah. Okay. So gotta put that in my itinerary. I have seen the picture of a Daredevil, but it ain't Daredevil. That I can only infer, but that chin ain't fucking Charlie Cox's. Let me tell you that. That is not Charlie Cox's chin.
I'm not gonna say a thing, but if you've kept up with even season 1 rumors, it is exactly who you think it is.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
Exactly, because the trailer reveals something, and at first I didn't notice it. So after the video, I'm like, oh, Okay, I know
Yeah.
who. And what is so perfect is that this person is working with another person in the show,
Mm.
a certain king, if you will.
Oh, mm.
And
Is
then
this your king?
trust me, that trailer is gonna blow your mind. The music, holy crap, it's good.
Well, we finally finished Jessica Jones season 2. We're only reacting to a couple episodes of Luke Cage so that we can just get rolling, and then we're gonna watch Iron Fist. I gotta get to it because it's my absolute favorite. Oh my god.
So,
Okay,
well, I think you finished Jessica. When did you finish Jessica Jones season 2?
it's been a little bit, but the thing is, we just finished. We actually did days where it's like, all right, Jessica Jones. We've just finished Cloak and Dagger, so I'm totally finished on that one. We did like three episodes at one night. It was just like bam, 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 bam. So now we're just gonna go into Luke Cage and just boom, boom, boom. So we're just trying to rock into it because so I need to watch that trailer and I need to watch the Aquaman trailer. Is there any other ones? Oh, Sabrina. Yes, okay, got it. So Daredevil, Aquaman, Sabrina. Gotta catch up on those babies.
Yeah,
beautiful.
It feels like even before Comic-Con this week, it feels like every single day something big was dropping, and it's like, okay, that wasn't expecting a Sabrina trailer, wasn't expecting that night the Titans Netflix International reveal. Then they put out another trailer, which is supposedly cool, but I'm gonna skip it because the show literally is less than a week away, so I can survive. I don't know. I'm hoping we're able to react to it. I don't know because it's a whole nother beast. It's not on CW. It's not, it's on a streaming service.
Right. That is absolutely right. Totally different beast.
Yeah. Well. Speaking of CW, I had a debacle. So I cut. This is a whole thing. My girlfriend had to deal with me for a couple of days on this nonsense.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I wanted to freak out.
She wanted to freak out. I cut my cable and phone entirely from my service, right? I cut cable. So I looked online to make sure. It says DirecTV Now has the CW, and DirecTV Now is kind of like a streaming from DirecTV service. You don't need a DVR. It's just like Netflix or Hulu. It's just live television. We do the 7-day free trial. CW is not on there, even though it tells me it does.
That is, right.
I go through this whole situation. I get an antenna because it says it's local, so I can get an antenna and pick it up. Then my girlfriend just goes back out because I don't have the cord cannot plug into that TV, so she get a freaking converter box. And then it turns out we can't even pick up the channel. It's all a lie. And then I look through all these other streaming services. Nowhere else has it. And then I get a hold of someone at Charter. They tell me about the streaming package where you get local channels plus 10 channels you pick from a lineup. And then it's $21.99. You don't need a DVR. And then I turn in my DVR and stuff Friday. And then I don't get a call back from this woman saying she's going to call me back. So I call up and they go, I don't know what you're talking about. You don't qualify for 30 days because you just recently canceled services from us. I'm like, I just need that channel. I have to have the CW.
Yeah.
I called back at 10:30 or 10:40ish at night last night after I called 2 hours prior. I got a hold of some woman. She transferred me to sales. They set it up, and I have CW. I'm like, thank you, God.
Wow.
I just don't want to pay 60, 70, 80 bucks for fucking cable when I only use it for a couple of months the year.
To watch.
Yeah, to watch. I mean, trust me. I'll pay for it to watch the Arrowverse, but God damn it, there's a cheaper route, and there is. So
exactly. Then I'm gonna go for it.
But that's my problem. Because see, I like watching the shows live. That's my problem.
It's a different way, but it is cool to have that interaction.
You guys have your own system too, where you watch it either the night of or within a couple days, and you're good.
Exactly.
For me, it's like I want to stay on top of it, and I want to put out the videos the night of if I can. So. I don't want to sit here waiting for an hour and then download the episode. It might take 30 minutes. It might take me a couple minutes and then record and then start editing. It's a pain.
Yeah, I know.
So
understandable.
God. But yeah, girlfriend was getting tired of me being a baby about it because I was getting so.
Leave the room just so I know.
Yeah, she had to leave sometimes because I was just so angry because every single time we tried to do something different, it didn't work and it wasn't pulling up. I'm like,
He threw his phone.
I threw my phone last night after I got on the phone with the first charter lady who said, "Well, I don't know what to tell you. That person last night was lying to you because you can't get the service." I hung up on her and threw the phone. Yeah, I was that angry. I'm like, motherfuckers, I just need the goddamn CW. I will pay you for that one channel, you fucks. I will pay you. I need it.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Wow. Well, at least you weren't demanding your pizza as it was an hour and 30 minutes late.
You were demanding for pizza an hour and 30 minutes late?
No, I was on the receiving end of people demanding their pizza.
Oh, and you like, hey, I can't control this.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
So wait, you got to someone's house an hour and 30 minutes later, and they were angry as fuck.
No, so basically, okay, so full disclosure, I work for Domino's. That's whatever, you know.
Yep.
But so last night was a living nightmare because it was every time I come into the store, everything slowly but surely gets like more hectic, and I keep seeing orders that are on screen for like 45 minutes, and now it's going to an hour. I'm just like, what's happening? And I get in there, and everybody's going crazy. So, and I just hear the phone going off, so I'm answering, and it's just like, if some people are like, "Hi, excuse me, like I kind of ordered my pizza like an hour ago. I was just wondering where it's at," and some people are like, "All right, I ordered this long ago. Where is it? Is it gonna?" And then some people are like, "Okay, hey, this order, yeah, I'm canceling it." I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry." So, I'm sorry that you just like,
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing. Gotham Knight and Billy the Kid, Chainsaw Rage. Tony says, "Get this man a CW channel." I know. I deserve the goddamn CW.
Prepare your defenses.
Goddamn, I'm sitting here with people who fucking hate the CW, hate the Arrowverse shit, and I'm over here like, I still love it. I still. Oh yeah, I showed. They put Batman: Bad Blood, the first animated showcasing of Batwoman, and it's on Netflix. I showed my girlfriend the opening, and I told her who it was. 2 minutes later, who is this? Batwoman, honey. She's coming to the Arrowverse.
Batwoman.
And then I showed her the ending of the movie where it shows Batgirl, the statue design. I'm like, that's the best part of the movie. She's like, what? Like Batgirl for like 5 seconds? That's the best part of the movie. Right there.
Do we have Batman Bad Blood on DVD?
Bad Blood?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So Brittany, for my birthday, she got me that on DVD, as well as there's like a little Nightwing statue that went along with it. Just a little small figurine guy.
The opening, like 10 minutes or so, like the opening of the film, is great.
Oh, Jesus Christ. There he is. Bam. Dun, 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 dun.
The opening 10 minutes, this fight sequence between it's Batwoman and Batman, a bunch of guys. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. And it's just like, oh, I don't need you. And all that. That's a great one. I just seen a lot of people like, they're like, oh yeah, the Arrowverse is okay, but I am excited for Batwoman. It's just like, hey, like, do you ever think we'd get this far in the CW? You ever think we'd get, we'd get a elongated man? We'd see a guy stretching on TV. You ever think we'd see fucking a Green Arrow show work for 7 seasons?
Yeah, like, well, one season it didn't work, but the others it was great. I mean, I honestly never thought we would have a Bat family character officially. Like,
no way.
It's too much. But they're like, hey, it's funny. They have the crossover set up as Batwoman introduction. Awesome. Superman and Lois Lane. Oh, okay. Elseworlds is the title. What?
Yeah.
The Monitor. Oh. This is not a Batwoman crossover. This is something bigger. And then you saw the poster, right, for Elseworlds?
Yes.
Fucking Wayne Towers in the middle. Are we gonna see Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, right.
I'm asking a question. That's all.
I'm just asking. What do you want from me?
Are we gonna see? Is Roy Harper gonna be in the crossover? I'm just asking. By the way, Stephen Amell, this fucking tease. I am getting frustrated at him because he keeps teasing.
Yeah.
He's like, I just tried on. I just did it.
I'm old.
No, he did a test suit thing, something about, oh God, what is the tweet? He is frustrating me to no end because he keeps tweeting out crossover shit and he's just being nonchalant about it.
He's going off, and then I saw like a tweet where it's like, "Oh, I just met a coworker for the first time.
Yeah,
my ass hanging out and stuff all over my back." But it's like, "All right, who did you meet?" Like,
well, rumor has it Ruby Rose is in Vancouver. Hit 22 hours ago from Stephen Amell, Oliver Queen. I've had more fittings for the crossover than I had for the pilot. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, they're dropping a new trailer for Arrow on Monday.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
that. One day ago, sometimes you can change a superhero suit with addition by subtraction. I don't. Today felt amazing. #Arrow. The one that got me really interested, I'm trying to find it. Finally got fitted for my crossover outfit. Never could have imagined ... I don't know what that means.
What?
He said he read a bunch of responses, didn't see a correct guess, and a lot of the responses were Batman or the hat for Arrow.
Oh right, he has a little cap. Little feather.
It's just a universe where Barry Allen is the Green Arrow and Oliver Queen's the Flash. Oh man. I saw a video that a certain Cape Crusader will make an appearance. What video did you watch? Because I doubt that's. Can you imagine if he was Batman?
Probably watched Emergency. Wait, what?
Yep. Oh, by the way, so I laughed so hard because a CW trailer came out, and I'm trying to remember what it was, and I saw a comment where it said, "Incoming Emergency Awesome and Pagey videos," and the first comment responding to the guy was "Pagey as shit." I'm like, oh wow, okay, that's getting right to the point.
Oh, yeah, right to it.
So, okay. But yeah, I mean, he keeps teasing the crossover. Ruby Rose is apparently in Vancouver. So I'm expecting leaked photos to be dropping soon in terms of them filming. Stephen Amell's Batman, I could see it if that was true, but I don't think it is. But I could see it.
Yeah, definitely could see it. And I know a lot of people would be like, we knew it all along.
He's going to be Batman with green on. He's still the Green Arrow, but he's Batman now.
Look at him.
Yeah. Let's see. Billy says addition by subtraction, attraction, meaning less clothing but more badass of a suit somehow. Okay. So
back to the sleeves.
It's sleeveless, maybe the hat, so he's not covering up his whole head. That'd be interesting if we get an Oliver Queen with the hat. It
is really weird.
It's fucking Robin Hood now.
But you know, he doesn't have to cover up his face anymore.
This is true.
Well, I mean, if it's even the Oliver Queen we know, it's fucking.
Well, our favorite person of all time, Mark Guggenheim, confirmed on Twitter it is a part of canon. So it is a part of the continuity.
It is. Dear God, what is happening? Because
I'm wondering if this is a situation where it's kind of like Crisis on Earth X, where they have the regular versions of Barry, Oliver, and Kara, and then we have this Elseworlds version of those characters. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe them and a couple other characters on the not the Wave Rider.
Right.
Go to this Elseworlds. I'm guessing Elseworlds might be just one Earth. But on this Elseworlds is where Batwoman is. Superman comes along for the ride, Lois Lane, and then we have different versions of Kara. And maybe they're heroes, they're just different versions. Maybe what if Supergirl on this Elseworlds Earth is actually Power Girl? So we actually get that character, but it's Melissa still.
Wow.
I don't know.
Oh my God. There's just so absolutely so much. If I could go into it, I honestly think it's going to be one of the best we've been given of the crossovers, because as much as there's a bad moment at the end of Crisis vs. X, it was an incredible event.
What do you mean? Wait a minute. That was the best part of the crossover.
Exactly.
Well, then again, these are the same people that said, I'm not going to watch crossover because Felicity is not in the poster. Okay. You do realize that all the characters, besides Iris, because it's their wedding, all of them are heroes. Felicity, not a hero. She's a tech. That's what Felicity is.
All right. Okay.
Are we ready? Let's do this.
No, okay. Wait. Okay. So full disclosure,
Okay.
we do have to leave soon, but I do want to end with this wonderful moment here, and then yes. Okay. We will have this podcast cut a little short, but next time we come around, we shall be in full force.
Yes.
So, did you see the Flash Pops Wave 2?
Yes.
So there was a big hoopla because there was no girls, girls released.
Yep.
But so Candace Patton had a lot to say about that.
She sure did.
Iris. She's like,
sure did.
But guess who got a pop that was revealed later on? That Killer Frost. Exactly.
Not her. Not her. Fuck your Killer Frost. People said, why did Iris not get a pop when she was a speedster for one episode? And when they make a pop of a person wearing that suit, it's not going to be Iris. It's going to be Nora who's in the suit. That's going to be the pop.
Yes, exactly.
They're going to make an Iris West pop, but it's not going to be her in the suit. If they do, interesting. But we see Nora in the same suit. And she's going to be actually wearing it all the time.
All the time, doing stuff.
Because she's a speedster.
I love that. I just love that. It's like, because, okay, here is my only problem.
Yes.
Should there be accurate representation if you're making a toys and pops? Yeah, absolutely. You know what? There's, Caitlyn definitely deserves one. Fucking Iris. Yeah, she's been around so long. Yeah, he's fun. But the thing is, here's what she did when she said, "Oh, Funko missed out on a huge opportunity to have equal representation in their pops." But when she did it, she cited Iris first. If you're gonna talk about,
you're gonna say everybody. Not just your character, everybody.
She was
I understand, yeah.
They should have Iris and this person and this person. Like, okay, here's what you did wrong. If you would have said this person, this person, this person, and Iris, of course, she's been in there for so long.
Just say the entire full cast of Flash should get their own pops. You don't have to singleize who gets first billing.
Yeah, you don't have to cite yourself. Like, that's what made me, you just want to pop. And of course, everybody wants to fucking pop, but if you're gonna be talking about a different idea when you want talking about a pop, come on now. But oh man, I almost got the Killer Frost. I did get a New York City exclusive. I do have one, but it's for an anime. But I just had to have it because I'm fully on One Piece. That's the anime. Yeah. And if later on down in my life, I'm like, hey, I want the full crew of One Piece. And then I look and I see that pop is like $50. I'm like, no, thanks. So I got it for 15. That's good.
There you go.
It's good enough for me.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. I got to get rocking and rolling. But we could possibly have one at the end of the month because traditionally we have been doing that. There's plenty of time to do that. And by that time, I'll watch more trailers, and CW will actually already be rocking and rolling.
Yep.
So we'll
by the time we get to that point, I would have seen Metallica.
Perfect.
Excited. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Electric Chainsaw Podcast. We will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, everybody. Peace.